67!
Oh, slaying his own tender. Oh, he's messaging your sister.
No, you've killed his messaging your sister.
Oh, I don't
Start it again.
Right, you go start the whole show again.
Oh, slaying his on the tender. Oh, he's messaging his sister. Oh, he's always getting his end away.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh,
slaying his on the tender. Oh, he's messaging your sister. Oh, he always gets his end away.
How we keep this going?
Fuck knows.
7 days on the trot.
We need to give a shout out to the boys that came up with that song.
Aye.
Other than being annoying bastards for the rest of the show, that song was spot on.
Genius, wasn't it?
We must have got a wee day release yesterday.
See when I was coming down the hill yesterday before we came out?
We'll be coming, we'll be coming, we'll be coming down the road. When you hear the noise of the Tartan Army boys, we'll be coming down the road. Yes, go on, mate.
I don't know. It was actually when I was coming down the hill last night, I could hear that song going, the lines, and I was like, what is said? Do you know what I mean? I didn't know what was going to be sung about.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
Oh, because we heard it, didn't we, in the back?
we were all trying to listen. What are they
You were
saying?
like, what are they saying about me?
You're paranoid, didn't you want to come out?
I was like,
And then
Charlie, wait, what's going on here? And he's like to me, he was saying something, he's like, I want to come out tonight.
Who, Charlie?
Wait, honestly.
But you were anxious, weren't you, for the first couple?
Ah, mate, I was, see the first 3 nights? Obviously I didn't do the Saturday, but the first Friday night was a shambles. Sunday night I got 4 words in. Monday night I got 8 words in. I went to home, I says to Lynn, I'm thinking of just wrapping this up, I'm not enjoying it. She went, you get your fucking fat arse and get talking. So obviously the last couple of nights...
She wants the money.
She wants the money. She says she wants a new kitchen.
What was it Andy said on the Sunday? Kev had been paid for every word he said, he made about 30 quid by now. By the way, but yesterday, the game was a bogey, wasn't
Game was rotten.
it? No, I'm talking about his bogey.
Oh,
Yes, sir! I can bogey! And I need a certain song!
Did that make the
I can bogey! Bogey, bogey!
Did that make the podcast?
I made the podcast.
I kept messaging.
No, but do you know what? It killed it because the camera wasn't on you when the stringy bogey came out.
Listen, lads, we are very good at what we do.
That
That
was
all-
bang!
Is it actually? I mean, that was all planned.
That was planned,
Mate,
yeah.
no, here, listen, mate, how amazing is this, mate, the last week?
Been
We've done
brilliant.
It's
It's been
I
like
never want it to end, mate.
It's been like a different experience every night. We obviously turn up early, get to that backstage and met with many stars.
Yeah.
And then we sit there, we have a wee chat, we plan what we're going to say, we can tell completely fucking different things to what we say in that dressing room. I can't figure it out.
Even in that dressing room, I love that scene an hour
Aye.
before, it's a good laugh, isn't it?
Brilliant.
We need to say about the guy coming in after it, taking a picture.
Oh,
So the guys came in, you took it.
Yesterday, every time you sounds like, mate, every time you click, you need to fart.
And you try and fart when you're taking the
You're
picture.
like, right, I'll try. But we're looking at each other, and we going like that. Is he trying? But his face started going a bit. No,
And then he would like drop his knees.
drop his knees, wouldn't he? Oh, mate.
Amazing. We need to say we're in partnership, obviously, with the tremendous, who is it?
Grosvenor Casino, wow.
Grosvenor Sport, but thanks very much.
Give the casino a plug as well, fuck it.
No, listen,
The whole Grosvenor family are amazing,
they're
aren't they?
amazing, that's what I say, they support us every show.
They've took us in.
Took us in, they love us to bits, didn't they? And my God, they've been brilliant.
And my God, they've put money in the bank.
That's what it's all about, boys. We're here to entertain, but when you're entertaining, you've got to be well weighed in.
What are you getting? Like, I'm not getting weighed in. Must be on a different deal for me.
What I love is though with these shows, I think especially the year we had, there was obviously a lot of Celtic and Rangers chat, obviously with Andy and myself on and that. But these shows it's all about Scotland.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, we don't want all this nonsense. We're here for the one and only. It's all come together, Simon.
Yes.
And on Friday night when it's going to be, certainly in my lifetime, it's going to be the biggest.
Mate, what a coup for open goal, getting the guy that scored 2 goals last time England played Scotland. Lee
See the
Griffiths
way
is
you
going to
look at
come
it,
on, so
Simon?
we're just saying, didn't come down here and boo, or just
Aye.
everyone come down here, have a good time.
You're here for a
And let's
party.
go mental.
Put your club things aside 1 minute, because see this time when we did play England and Lee Griffiths scored the 2 goals, he brought so many emotions to so many
You were
fans.
crying, weren't you? You were saying that.
Unbelievable. So he's the last guy to do that, apart from obviously Don Hudson's back in the day, but give him a big massive round, like a good atmosphere Friday night, because we
100%.
need everybody behind the country on Friday.
But if it's windy, watch, if you're in the front row,
Aye.
watch his hair doesn't fly in your face. Him and Andy, mate.
Don't know what they're going to do.
Mate,
2 puke heads, isn't it?
I know I'm going bald and I've got a penalty spot, but Andy's hair's fucking terrible, by the way.
By the way, somebody pulled up that penalty spot on their
I don't
podcast
care.
yesterday.
I don't care.
Maybe a wee transplant with a...
Mate, well, obviously, we're
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
obviously the amount of G's we're getting here. I might take a wee trip to Turkey.
Get a tits now.
But here, do you know what?
But we need to say just quickly, when you bet £10 on a home nations match, how much do you get in free bets?
£30.
£30.
That
It's a great offer
that
again.
sounds very familiar, a bet that we used to do.
I see. I remember. I see they've taken off Scotland to qualify one. Is it still? I think it is still 5-1 if you.
Well, I'll tell you now, that's a mistake.
It's still on. Still on,
That,
it.
genuinely, it's a mistake. I think the day right after that game, I thought, listen, I don't know, because everybody thought you need to win this game, you check, but you don't.
No.
See if you get a point.
4
Or
points is
I think
enough.
I think we can still beat England. I'm serious. That as you said, Steve Clark
Suits that type of game.
this type of game, and the underdogs. And listen, Scotland's always been like that, innit? So
The big news is, though, I think it's true. He's going defensive. It's going to be Hanley in the hole with Decky Gallagher up front. So
up front, and who's going to mark they two?
exactly, mate. And there'll be
Couple of
hundreds of tackles, won't there? Right, last night's show, Charlie McGrew. I think that'll probably be his last time on it and go for a
Best,
while because he's wanting to concentrate on Dundee United, quite rightly so. But what a
Best
guy, mate. He could be the best guy of all time, couldn't he? I know we slag him and that all the time, but he is the
He
best.
did
isn't
get
he?
upset a wee bit last night, didn't he? in the team?
Strange again, he was crying, wasn't he?
Oh, I don't know why he cries.
But he was like, I'm what? I might just rip that contract up.
Aye.
I'm going to miss you.
He's get far too much, but my God, he is definitely the best guy that's ever lived, isn't he?
Do you know what I would love to see? And I've always said this, right? See, in the long term, I'd love to see Charlie as like head of youth at Celtic. I think that's the perfect job for him. He reminds me of Tommy a wee bit, just the way he makes you feel, the way he is with people.
He's
do you know what I mean?
he's very likeable.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like, I was chatting to him off the thing about his family and stuff, and like the daftness we see on the telly and the podcast stuff is amazing. But away from it, he's a guy that you could relate to a lot of young kids.
Yeah.
Because I think used to obviously played with him in the younger years, and he said that he was a nervous wreck. The two he's obviously just said 5 minutes ago, you don't know how he actually made it as a footballer. So I would jump in that wagon as well. But at the same time, there's a reason why he made it. And that what he did to get to that point would help some other young kids get to that point. So, good luck to him, man. What a great guy. Handsome, tall.
But there is one downside to him when we got a toilet next to him.
Oh.
So that he's not got everything, do you know what I mean?
No, he's not.
It's that wee.
He's not.
It's just that wee thing that's going against him.
And that hurts him.
That's why he's crying, isn't it?
That's why he's crying.
I know. Always shivered last when I was at Wolves.
That's it.
Aye. He was one of the
the
boys that come in with the pants on.
No, you're actually spot on, because remember with Charlie, that's what I said to you, he was one of the best guys obviously at Celtic, but when I came on with my debut, that changed.
Yeah.
And he's got
the other side to him, exactly.
What you said about Tommy Burns, obviously, great guy and all that, but he's got that other side to him. I think you're bang on with that one, Simon.
Good luck to
Right,
him.
70 in a row. What's your highlight been so far?
Hey,
The bogey's my highlight. The bogey's
bogey.
definitely.
The one, Andy falling over the stage,
That
because
was
I
brilliant.
genuinely thought that he meant that.
Mate, it just reminded me of some of his performances at Ibrox when he fell over there.
The other question I want to ask about Andy is, right, obviously Celtic fans sing Andy Halliday and Rangers fans sing Andy Halliday. So see when everybody's singing Andy Halliday, is it just both sets of fans doing it?
I'm not too sure, mate.
I think we're all here for the one hanging.
Yeah, we had a good time, haven't we?
Have a good time.
But it's an unbelievable thing, like to do this for 22 shows. Don't get me wrong, when we get to day 21 I'll be fucking delighted. Right now, riding on the crest of a wave.
I never want to end, mate.
What, you just want to do a live show every day?
Every single day.
I love this. I love the show, because obviously the fans get to see us in reality. But see this wee podcast we do, this is amazing.
Just call us a wee podcast?
No, because only a wee half-hour one.
Oh, right,
We're
okay.
normally going for like an hour and 45.
Yeah.
This wee half-hour slot on a morning. Look at this.
Yeah.
Sun's beating down, coffee's delivered by kitchen. It's amazing.
I need to say my highlights, the Scotland game was brilliant, wasn't it?
It's the way
Hopefully
birthdays
Friday
go.
will be the same.
Friday night's going to be amazing.
Friday will be unbelievable.
Friday's going to be incredible.
It's mad, isn't it? Even after these shows, it's like playing a game. I can't sleep after it. It's like the adrenaline's...
Last night was the first night I actually slept. I woke up at 5 instead of a normal 3.
Mate, I can't eat or sleep. Can you eat it? Can you eat?
Oh, I can
Mate,
eat.
he fucking demolished a cat's roll. He keeps saying to me, I'm not ate for 3 days. He talks shit.
That's what I said the other day. I'm waiting 3 days and had their own bacon next.
The day before. Oh, you're
Mate, the
someone.
one with my ma as well, saying to Andy.
Oh, I tell you what, that's brilliant, man.
So after every show I get a shower.
Aye.
And you obviously go up. And she went up to him and she went like that. Who are you again, son? And my sister was there and she was like, Mum, shut up, you know who he is. So then half an hour later, I've came up and I said Andy was the best guy ever with him. And So Andy's telling a story to my ma, and my ma goes like to him, "What team do you support, pal?" I'm like, what is she doing? Mate, honestly.
But so she not watch us now?
Nah, well, no, she doesn't. She said I'm too vulgar on it, so.
It's just an insight into how the Slanes operate.
Oh, there's some
tell
team
me,
in there.
just
There's
tell me.
some-
She's not right, eh?
Nah, she's brilliant, mate. She's my favourite person. I like her better than you.
So where do you get the attitude from? Is it somebody else?
Oh, no, mate. His mum's Dublin,
Oh,
man.
yes,
Isn't it?
she's a lovely woman, by the way, though, Paul.
She's very
She
sexy.
is. And your sister
But I went in the
say
house the
one as
other
well.
day, mate, and she was just sitting with a bikini on.
Is she?
What was that
Factor
all about?
50, rubbed oil top off.
Yeah, that's just horrendous.
No, sorry, George had the bikini on, wasn't it?
A man
But
bikini.
she's coming, should we get her to the England game?
Yes! Susie Slade! Susie Slade! Susie Slade! Right, we actually need to talk about
Aye.
football. Because Andy's back, he's got the bleep test today. But before we start, great career, Stephen Naismith's retired. He did sign a 5-year deal last year, but he said after a year of chasing Andy's passes, he's fucking marking it. So,
Mate,
what a career though for Steve. You played with him, didn't you? No?
I don't know. No, I don't
No,
think so.
no, Kelly, no.
No, I
Great
obviously
career, though,
great for you. Kilmarnock to Rangers,
Everton.
Everton, and then back up to.
I think he played at maybe, was it Birmingham or something?
Did he? Aye.
No, I'm sure he played another team
Oh,
in
did
England,
he?
yeah.
But no, because I think in his early years, he had a couple of like bad knee injuries and stuff.
Yeah, he had a couple injuries.
Aye, so no, fair play to him. And then obviously at Hearts, I think his first couple of years at Hearts were very good.
Yeah.
And he's just been fighting injuries these past few seasons. I think he did sign like a long-term deal there. I think it was like a player-type coach. So whether he goes into coaching or whether he goes to maybe media work or whatever, good luck to him. He's had a good career, and he's probably been like a model professional over the
Yeah.
years' time. I think somebody young kids look up to that's never been in trouble, never caused any scenes like us three. So he'll go far.
But he was also gold dust in the wrestling. He was brilliant as gold dust, wasn't he?
Brilliant, wasn't he? Played that part so well, didn't he?
But on the bleep test, is this the worst day of the year?
Oh, the worst.
No, who's that?
It's Gary Hall.
Gary Hall's driving the two.
Hey!
Try to look in, ain't he? No, mate, 100% bleep test the worst. Do you remember the one before? I think we must have done this together. We've done the bleep test before.
We went to America.
Aye, and one
Is
of
that
the,
the one you got left at home and we all went to?
but one of the coaches told me, so that's the you're going to America, right?
Right?
Done the bleep test, mate, flying, like, so fit and that. So after the bleep test, I'm sure, so I had phoned, like, my man that said, like, listen, I'm going to America 2 weeks, and they're all buzzing that. So then we done do you remember the 11v11?
Yeah.
So Aidan was playing, like, it was the first team, so Aidan, like, ran the show and all that. So I'd been feeling good, and somebody played a big, like, diagonal ball across. I remember looking at it, but it's fucked off my shin, went out the park, so Lenny just stopped and looked at me and went, what the fuck was that? I'm like, I don't know, like, bad touch or whatever. And then session wasn't good, and then I came in and the list was up for America and my name wasn't on it.
So you think that touch fucked you?
Must have been for that session, eh?
Wow.
How bad is that?
But
Bleep test is the worst.
that's a killer, innit? So you think you're going to America, you're bad touch?
I wonder if the coaches at the mind that I was going anyway. Do you know what I mean?
But see, do you know what I loved about the Canio? So see, your first day, obviously everyone hates the bleep test. And he was just inside your head, mate. He knew everything that was going on. This is what I loved about him. He'd be like that, you'd all be waiting on the bleep test. He says, you all should start thinking about this bleep test. I know what you're thinking, lads. You're dreading this, the worst day. He says, you have the best job in the world. You're getting paid to keep fit. He says, people pay £50. He says, just think about this. People have been out there work at 6 in the morning this morning, grafting all day. Then they pay £50 a month to go to the gym at night. We pay you good money, lads, to keep fit. You have the best job in the world. Enjoy this bleep test, embrace it. Mate, see for a bleep test, you're like that, fucking let's go, man. That's how good he was, mate.
See that analogy though,
Brilliant,
that sums up like the moaninist football players
Yeah,
as we did.
exactly.
Like the guys going to work and having to pay for a membership each month, and we're getting paid to actually run.
Yeah.
And we're moaning about it.
I say that to the boys at Peter at the time. You've got the best job in the world, getting paid to keep fit.
I don't think people realise it until you commit the game
Aye.
and your money's away and you need to actually go properly graft.
Yeah.
Because working, mate, get up 7 in the morning, come out at 5.
I
Like,
know.
When the fuck have you ever... Wait, tell me the time
When was the last time you got up at 7 and actually walked?
You can't get here for 9:30. When did you get up at 7?
I mean, I used to be a pool boy.
A what?
Pool boy, clean the water at the pool.
Did you?
Remember I told you that?
Oh,
pool?
yeah, in that hotel, wasn't it? And
I was in
everything.
the hotel as a
Oh,
pool
were you?
boy, so I had to go to the fucking 6 in the morning with the mask and that on and get the temperature for the pool.
Yeah.
And test it and that. So I was listening, I've got the
Right,
whole
all
stuff.
right. Do you know what I hated me on the bleep test? Sit-ups. Do you ever do that?
No. What, in
the
The
bleep
Canio, we
test?
used to... No, after in pre-season, after every session,
Aye.
we would do sit-ups
The wee
at the end.
20-minute sit-ups.
See when you're doing
Aye.
sit-ups, the Canio would like be staring at you, make sure you're doing them right, and see if you weren't, mate, he would come over and like slap your belly, man.
Oh, man, I don't think I could deal with that guy, man.
I loved the bleep test because it was one of them.
How were you at it?
I would hear, no, I was decent. I had a number in my head that I knew was comfortable, so I would maybe go a couple of levels above that number, knowing that when we did the repeat 3 weeks down the line, I could bust that number out the water, so it made it look like fucking hell, the big man's worked hard. But I hadn't, because I probably could have got to that number anyway at the beginning.
But I always think it's easy for guys because nothing's expected of you, because you're a big target man. See, I'm a centre midfielder, mate, you're expected to get the top score.
When I first went to Sunderland and I got a chance to do it, pre-season, we all did the pre-season together, first team, youth team, reserves, everybody together. So in the first team, you had like Niall Quinn, 6'4", in his 30s, Danny Dicchio, an absolute embarrassment to a runner. Like, I'm no joking you. And then there was me, and then the goalkeepers were all like 6'4" plus. Nobody was expecting us to like. So see, if one of us started like lapping people or something, like, holy shit, man, he's kept himself fit.
Good nick, yeah.
But Danny Dicchio, I swear to God, he used just to run with the top half. It would be like freezing, and everybody would have the jumpers on, and nobody warm. He'd have the top half, and sweat was running down him. And we were doing like this 4-pitch run, and the change room was right in the corner, and we would all go past it in a group. He used to sneak off into the changing room, wait for them coming back round the second lap, and then jump back in, and nobody would ever notice him. But pre-season was pre-season.
That was Gravison as well. See if you moaned during pre-season or that. If you're not happy, go and work in Sainsbury's, lad. I know, mate, but you're not moaning because you're on 40 grand a week. I'm on fucking 250 quid a week doing this. But no, now when you look back, you think he's fucking spot on.
See the feeling once pre-season's done and you get into the
feel fit, mate.
And you feel fit. Like,
no cheekbones are looking well. Best
Six packs ripped, you're able to bust 90 minutes out and think, we'll go another 90.
Yeah.
That's an amazing feeling.
Do you think that's true that you need a good bleep test? Yeah. Oh my God.
You need a good bleep test.
Do you think that's true? You need a good pre-season for your season to
definitely.
I think if you get yourself to maximum fitness at the beginning, it's just a case of then maintaining it over the course of the season. So say like I'll refer to Andy. Andy kind of missed last pre-season.
Yeah.
So when he's come into Hearts to start playing regularly, he probably wasn't at the levels he probably could have been. Whereas this year, if he gets these levels, I think Hearts will probably see a different Andy Halliday.
That was the best season he's ever had,
mate, the Cano used to do this to see my first pre-season as well, because I was obviously fat when he first came in, and he was when I was fat, he'd grab you and look at you in the mirror and go, look how fat you are. You don't want this.
Why did you grab my chins and no his?
So see after like 6 weeks of pre-season, he'd come up and grab me and he'd look at this beautiful boy. Look at you now, you have no this puppy fat, your cheekbones. Beautiful.
I love that, eh?
Because it doesn't make you feel better, mate. And again, you appear like, this is brilliant, man.
But it is like, if you look at people in general who get themselves fit, your whole energy comes out. You feel better about yourself.
Yeah, you do, mate. You're right.
And it just encourage, get yourself fit.
Be as fit as you can, mate. 100%. Best thing being fit and football, you can outrun people. There's no better feeling.
See the Cano, see if he was to come on here, would he just like take care?
He would just talk for it. I've said this before, right? You could stick him in a room, put a random subject up on the wall, and he would talk about it for 2 hours, mate.
Yeah, you're the exact same as that.
No.
He does not.
He's Rain Man. He remembers everything. Honestly, stories he remembers.
After that Scotland game, you're like my dad drunk, eh?
I know.
Just talking to everybody.
Like, that's what life's about, mate. Exactly. I always say that, being sociable, talking to people, do you know what I mean? Yep. Right, Wales, Gareth Bale, by the way. We've written him off towards the end of the podcast and that, but if Wales were a club team, Gareth Bale would be the best player in the world, because for Wales, he's unbelievable. Did you watch him last night?
Frightening.
Superb.
He's just going by guys on the byline and all that.
He's just big players step up to the big occasion, and Gareth Bale's been renowned for doing that, whether it be European Cup final overhead kicks and things like that. Guy's class, eh?
Yeah.
The question
he's world class.
Is he bothered? Of course he's bothered. But I think Wales is that's his country. He wants to do well. He really wants to try. And I think last night's performance, some of the balls he was playing into Ramsey over the top, through the gaps and the two centre halves. Amazing.
Here's a big statement for you, right? And you've said this, and I'm going to agree with you. As a lone centre forward, Gareth Bale is better than Harry Kane.
I think he offers more in terms of
a centre forward.
Alone.
No,
you're not having that.
Forward,
so Bale, that's when he plays for Wales, isn't it? Centre forward.
Aye.
I think he's a better in these sort of competitions. He's better than Kane. You can disagree.
No, I do disagree. I think Harry Kane's.
I think the way England play the now.
See the way Bale can go by people, not can Kane do it.
Kane can do it. I think the way England play the now doesn't suit Kane one up top.
Yeah.
Because he's having to come short to get a touch of the ball, and by the time he comes short to get a touch of the ball, he's too far away from where he needs to be. Whereas with Bale can do a bit of all that. He can come short, he can go in behind, he's got the pace, he can beat, and he's big, he's powerful.
That's what I'm saying, I think he's got merit to his game.
He's probably positive, a good argument. I'm not going to say agree or disagree because I can't be fucked with our social media debate. No the day.
But it's weird, mate, see, O'Hara said he can't, Jamie O'Hara said we don't like to really talk about him, don't we know?
No, it's good, but...
The loud turd, but he
ball head.
He said that he can't believe, he was like, Bale was a left back, he would never have seen him attack, mate.
Yeah.
I played against him at Southampton when he was like the young guy coming on, and we played Coventry Southampton, and he was left back, and he was just this like skinny kid. If you turn that into that, it shows you how much we're talking about hard work here, or keep yourself fit. He's obviously went on a different level because he went from like that to this big, massive butch.
But how's he changed that from that to being like scoring worldies and?
I like we said, I always think, see when you're in good that sort of nick that he's in, you just feel so much better about yourself. When you look at him at Southampton, he's like that. When you see him now, like, you can't help but go on the pitch thinking, I'm a monster, man.
That was, Charlie's that good point yesterday. He said he thinks, not just him, but he said Ronaldo's changed the way football's went. Do you think that's true?
Definitely. Because imagine Gareth Bale turning up at Real Madrid, Ronaldo's there.
Yeah, you've got to kind of hit that. The best players doing that, and the rest
you
isn't.
You know yourself, Steny, whatever clubs you played at or whatever, and you're the same, Simon. There's always that one person in the dressing room you feel you need to impress. You feel you need to kind of keep a standard. So you walk into Real Madrid, surely you're looking at the specimen that Ronaldo is, and you're thinking, I can't drop below us. I need to get to that level or try and be like him because. That's how it should be. You know what I mean? We're talking about football, we're talking about being fit and careers and stuff. It's a short period of time, 15, 20 years. No, even as long as 20 years. Just go for it for that length of time. We've all got regrets with how we lived our lives and our careers and things. It's only now we're able to sit back and think, I wish we could have done that. So any young players listening, give it your all, man. It's a short time. Yeah. You're not there for a long time.
There's plenty of time to go out and get steam in it.
You know what, it's been emotional today, isn't it?
It's been good, I like it.
But that's why we're the top, because we're able to talk about everything and anything.
Can I say as well, Aaron Ramsey's a right good football player, isn't he? I think you forget how good Aaron Ramsey is as well. Remember at Arsenal he was...
But see that Wales team in general, you imagine they've got Bale,
Dan James,
I know
we slag him, but he's a good player.
Joe Allen,
yeah.
And Alan Ramsey. That's not the worst 4 to have.
David Brooks, good player as well, Bournemouth.
Big boy Roden at the back.
Yeah.
Decent centre half.
Can Wales win it?
No. Is that a serious question of him? Ramos has left Real Madrid. Right, what we're saying, people have said on social media, best centre half of all time.
No. He looks the best, and his
record is unbelievable. The trophies he's won.
He's world class.
And before he went there, Real Madrid weren't really a force until Ramos went. They were struggling to fill that position. Nobody would take on Hierro's number 5. He went like that. He's I
know, but at the same time,
Ronaldo was the one that made.
At the same time, although he made a difference.
Ramos is world class, but he's not the best.
You need other players around you to make a team.
But can I say, you're saying he's not the best of all time? That Spain team dominated the world, mate. World Cup, European Championships, and he was the number 1 centre back.
It's hard to argue with you, Simon.
Barca's team won everything.
But he was the number 1 centre back in that team.
I know, but the nucleus of the Barcelona squad was the ones that won the World Cup.
And then Puyol retired. European Championship. Listen, Ramos is unbelievable, but that Barca team.
So do you think Piqué and Puyol are better than Ramos?
No.
No, I'm the same. So who's better?
No, but I'm saying in world football.
Of this generation, then, of his generation, who's been better?
I like Puyol better than Ramos.
Do you?
I love Puyol.
No, see, I disagree. I think Ramos can defend as well as Puyol, but he's better on the ball.
He can defend as well.
Do you not?
Over the course and distance of the last, maybe say 10 years of his era, there's no many that's been better than him.
What are you saying, Ramos or Puyol?
No, Ramos. Like, there hasn't been, like what's he won, 4 European Cups?
Something like that.
4 European Cups along with
better player.
World Cup, European Championship. What else did he need to win?
Yeah.
La Liga, he's done a lot, so...
It's a hard one when you look at Puyol and Ramos. You're always going to say Ramos just by looking at the two of them, innit? Puyol looks like pure... Do you know what I mean? But
Puyol looks like he takes Ramos' bins it, doesn't he?
100%, but mate, Puyol's... He was honestly like... Do you remember when Barca players used to like dive at it and Puyol would grab him with the shirt and drag him up?
He's a leader,
don't get guys like that anymore.
But you've got Ramos dinks penalties for a centre back.
He
scored 100
goals, 100 career goals for centre half.
I know. I feel like I don't want to feel like I don't like Ramos.
No, we're getting that you do, but you think Puyol's better than him.
Where do we see him going? Where would you like to see Ramos going?
Dundee United.
Charlie,
imagine him and... Oh my God. Imagine him and Charlie as the 2 centre-backs for Dundee United.
Imagine the 2 of them on a night out.
Best looking
centre-back that would be
in history.
I'd actually get a season ticket for Dundee United and just sit in my pants and watch them. That would be unreal, wouldn't it? Oh, I'd love to see that.
I mean, that is unreal, eh?
Can I concentrate? Imagine getting changed next week.
But imagine the one scored a header and the other one jumped, the other one's back.
Be wanting them to get off each other, wouldn't you?
Took a turn for the worse, innit?
Load of nonsense. Italy v Switzerland. Everyone's saying Italy are now the favourites. They've pumped, but Switzerland. I think I could get 11 of my mates to beat Switzerland there.
How bad was Switzerland, right? Because at one point they passed the ball back to the keeper at Italy.
Mate, that's all they done.
And they were like Switzerland were man for man, and Italy still managed to pop the ball out and get it out within 4 passes. And I thought, if you're man to man, you shouldn't be able to get out that easy. So for me, Switzerland made Italy look better possibly than what they are. When Italy come up against a better side, then I'll maybe have an argument to say Italy are going to be a force. But I like how they're taking risks by passing from the back.
Yeah.
1-2s, round the corners, everybody's in position and they do attack quite quickly.
Yeah.
But I think a more well organised unit against that type of possession, they don't get out of that. They end up going.
A good pressing team
a
takes
good
the ball
pressing
from.
team take the ball off of them. That's how I see it.
Andy called it. Andy called Italy early on.
What, to win it? They'll not win it, mate.
No chance.
No.
Andy's
Did he say Italy would done it?
I said they've got a chat of dark horse.
I think if they come up against a France or a Belgium.
I can't see France not doing it.
Nah.
Doing good, mate.
But see what you were watching Switzerland last night and you've said it about Tuchel. Do these managers not watch how the top teams playing it?
Yeah.
So Italy's centre forwards are dropping into wee holes and the centre back just stay in their line. You can't let good players get turned
the
on the edge of the
second-
box
the
and get
second
shots.
goal-
You need to go time to Peter.
The second goal will be Tocatelli, or what his name is.
Locatelli.
It's pass, and then I think one of the strikers has just went forward, and the centre half's just dropped with him, which allowed the Tocatelli to get the space in the 18-yard box. Just stay in position. Let him run behind you.
Yeah.
You're talking about a guy running behind you in the 18-yard box. It's a very, very clever pass to get that ball through to him. So just hold your position and then go and close Tocatelli. He doesn't get a shot. They're not 2-0 down. They're still in the game. I just think sometimes.
Tonight? Right, sorry, okay. Just big breaking news. Derek Ferguson's on the live show tonight.
Is he? Yes!
Get yourself down to SWG3 because
Ooge.
it's huge news because these two haven't seen each other since that since that argument.
So after that argument, I was absolutely buzzing because I was like, I'm not seeing him again next season.
Season.
Because it was the last Cooper show we done.
Oh, wow.
Mate, oh yeah.
Tell that boy I'm coming tonight. He just wrote to text me.
Mate, I'm not coming tonight, seriously. Nah.
Why is your arm shaking?
Oh, so we're going to get. There's a new head tennis net as well. That will be set up. There could be a Paulson v Derek Ferguson head tennis, but there's now 2 sets of boxing gloves behind stage, so we could have an old-fashioned.
I think they're a fight. Punch for punch.
Oh wow!
Punch for punch.
Get yourself down tonight. It's going to be as you say.
Ooge.
Huge
Age.
night tonight.
That is unbelievable news, isn't
Fair
it?
play to
You're
Derek.
shaking.
You're shaking like a battery hen.
I mean,
Right.
I can't get that. Sorry, Si, I can't get that out of my head when he said that. Don't shout at me, boy. Mate, that scared me, eh? Because at first I was
Is it
just.
that that scares you?
That's that.
Right, listen, we've got to talk about it because this man's on a Zoom call with Jamie O'Hara later. He's a nemesis, isn't he? Used to.
Yeah, listen, I stood.
By the way, do you know he's been speaking about you on Twitter? You do know that?
Is he? Is he
Aye. Yes, I've saw a few things. He said Slaney amazes me. Slaney.
No, Slaney cracks me up.
Slaney cracks me up.
So
that's right.
he's trying to be up your arse a wee bit.
Is he? I'm going to go in and go like that. See, give me a wee laugh, and then just slaughter him.
And just pound him.
Aye.
Wait till you see it. Listen, I let myself. I've let myself down on numerous occasions, but this one he'll be getting it. Stinking.
I think since the Derek incident, he's stepped up to the plate.
Oh, how's that?
Aye.
But listen,
I've seen him just walk. See, finished in that of like big guys walk by and he just does that.
I know.
And they shut
Aye,
themselves.
they say sorry, didn't they? And I come back to see it again in front of people. But that one, mate, listen, I seen O'Hara on the radio the other day, giving it big licks. A couple of Scottish lads there failed to stand up to him.
Stand up for the game.
I ain't stepping back. This is no. I'm telling you, it's no act because his comments is coming out with. Listen, we might date for showing that, but he's now starting to cross the line, disrespect it. So listen.
But how can he say we're a championship team? There's only who's the two championship player? Martian goals and Dykes up front. But if Adams plays,
I know.
it's basically a Premiership side. What's he? I don't know what he's talking
and
about.
Dykes and Marshall not back to the Premier League in the summer, so
Did they?
aye,
What, the English Premier League?
aye,
Who was
doesn't matter.
Chelsea on it? Chelsea wanted both of them.
Aye, Vandy balls doesn't make a difference.
Right, so you'll be able to see that sometime. I think it maybe goes out tomorrow before the Scotland.
Is Frank on tonight?
Don't know, we'll try and get Frank to see what he's doing. Pat Nevin said only one Scotland player would get in the England squad. Tierney, England side, sorry, is that rubbish?
That's rubbish. Because
Randy Robertson gets in the
Andy
England team.
Robertson gets in ahead of Trippier, I think, at left back, gets in ahead at Luke Shaw at left back.
I'm still positive. I don't know what your opinion is, but I think John McGinn's a better player than Calvin Phillips.
100%.
John McGinn was brilliant for Aston Villa last year. I think they finished above Leeds in the table.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, then I'm
See,
sure
at the end of the
somebody
day,
will follow us
Simon,
up.
you're probably right. I can't comment too much. I've not saw a lot of Calvin Phillips playing, but when Man United's thinking about trying to spend 50 million or 60 million to get John McGinn, they're not talking about spending 56 million to get Calvin Phillips. So there must be something in, you know what I mean? That's the way I see it sometimes. And John McGinn, for me, as good as he's been for Scotland, as good as he's been for Aston Villa, you take him into the next level, I think you see a different level of John McGinn.
100%. Listen, I think. Aye.
John McGinn just could be that part of the midfield that Man United's missing.
But listen, who was it? It was somebody told us that McGinn should go to Man U, didn't he?
Who was it?
Can't remember now. No, you
I
joking?
know it was a football player, wasn't it?
I know who it was. I just don't want to use his name.
Aye.
O'Hara. But I keep saying his
Oh,
name.
Hara, he took.
Aye.
Exactly. I mean, he's sitting on this show
I
saying
know.
that McGinn go to Man United, and honestly,
Mate, Jamie O'Hara's just...
You better give him
his 6 months of TV will finish soon. I'm sick of him.
right, England, do you think they'll stick to the same team? Do you think they'll
No.
stay with
No.
Trippier left back?
I think they might hear a couple of changes. What the changes will be, I'm not too sure. But I don't really know, to be honest. I couldn't really give a shit. We're just going to turn up. We're going to either get a draw or we're going to beat them.
Aye.
See, we get a draw, right? That's massive. And we go to Croatia. We beat them. We're into the next round. 4 points will be enough. Agreed?
Yes.
Aye.
100%. Aye. Doesn't matter who they bring in. Listen, we're going to be sitting in deep anyway.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
You enjoy that, didn't you?
I love that.
I could see your face light
I'm
up.
sitting in. Listen, we're all good.
So your decision game for Grosvenor Sport, what a game it is. You've enjoyed
Right.
playing it, haven't
Every day I love it.
you? Yeah. You got 3 out of 5 for this round, giving you a total of 3 out of 10 for round 3.
It's not great.
That's bad, that.
The fact
He reads fried, don't it? He reads fried with the shows.
Aye, too much, you know.
You've been busy. You've been busy.
Busy. He's had a lot of problems outside of this as well. hasn't
Networking.
Yeah,
Networking,
certainly
Paul.
have, son.
Networking.
Here's how to play. Here's how you play. Sorry, you can get involved in the free-to-play game at home as well for a chance to win big money. It's a simple yes or no game, and a cash prize will be won in the second round, as well as an overall leaderboard prize of
10G.
10 grand.
10 G's in the back.
Wow, unreal.
10 G's in George Slane's Wrangler jeans,
Imagine
bulging.
ripped in.
Everyone who gets 6 or more right also gets a £10 free bet. Go to gsport.com/open goal to play. Lads,
Superb. Well
looking
done.
forward to
That's
Derek
a lot.
Ferguson tonight.
Aye, can't wait, because I think he's going to come here trembling.
No, I don't. I think he's
so.
going to come here with a
Come
bit
here all
between his
guns
teeth.
blazing,
and,
aye.
Somebody says he's been hitting the bag since that last argument, so the
I'm
beanbags.
trying to think of excuses to how to go to this tonight.
You're here.
You're here.
It's a showdown, boy. Why don't you come as the cowboy?
Imagine we got us to
Come as the cowboy, mate.
arseless chaps on.
Done.